Hello, my name is Jenny Poma, and this is my 10 hours project of communication. For this, I made a family tree with all the experiences and teachings that I have for my life. First, I want to present myself and my husband. This is me and my husband, Ramiro. We met each other at the institute, and we have been married 3 years now. In these 3 years, we have learned a lot of things, and we have had a lot of nice and some hard experiences. These experiences have made us grow as we endure to the end. The first fruit of our love is my first daughter. Her name is Sol Valentina. Now she is almost 3 months old. She is healthy and we are trying to learn how to be mom and dad. And it's been very fun and a nice experience. Since we don't have a lot of experience because we are married for 3 years, I have noticed the example of the closest couple I have, and it's my mom and dad. Now, my mom's name is Lorena, and my dad's name is Jorge. They have been married now 30 years, and they have been a great example for me. They started their marriage as a young couple. My father moved from his hometown, which name is Loja. He moved to Cuenca, where my mom's from, and he moved there to study. My grandfather let him live in the house where he had some apartments. There he met my mom. My mom was a young woman, and my dad used to give him classes of mathematics and guitar. They met each other, and my dad, he taught her the gospel of Jesus Christ. My mom was amazed about the plan of salvation and decided to get baptized and had a deep conversion. This conversion helped their marriage to grow, and my mom had endured and be very faithful to the gospel and helped my dad's testimony to grow. They are a great example for us. They have helped us to continue in this path that we have to endure to the end. Their marriage has been influenced also by my grandma and my grandpa from the two parts of my family. My mom's mom was a teacher. While she was making practices, she met my grandfather. My grandfather was studying to be a teacher also, and they met each other and got married. While they grow in their marriage, they had 3 daughters. Now they are a successful couple. Even if they had a lot of different ways to live and different moods, they learned how to live together. The important characteristic of the mood of my grandfather is that sometimes he could be kind of moody and kind of tough because he was used to another kind of customs in his family. And my grandmother, she has been a very patient woman. We have received all that example from them. At the beginning it was hard for her, and even when the years passed, it was very hard for her to be patient with him, but she had been a very strong woman, and after some years they have learned how to deal with each other characteristics, and they have achieved a lot of goals. Now they enjoy their time achieving some of the goals. They are a successful couple, and they are almost 50 years of marriage. The other couple that I want to talk about is my grandfather Francisco and my grandmother Esperanza, who are parents of my dad. My grandmother Esperanza was a nurse. She moved also from her hometown, and she met my grandfather, who was a tailor. He was very successful, and they started their marriage as a young couple too. They had 9 children, and in this case, my grandmother's character is kind of strong, and my grandfather's is a little bit sweeter. The experience and the example that I want to know and not make notice about them is that they are very sweet with each other. I've never seen them fight or yell or speaking out loud to each other. My grandmother has always been a woman that wants to serve, even if she is tired of or she had a bad day. She has always been there for helping my grandfather have what he needs. Now they are almost 60 years of marriage and they have 9 children. One of the things that I've learned also from them is that they have always teach them to be responsible and good values to continue with their life. So this is my family tree, and I want to share some aspects of communication that fosters a good relationship that I've learned from them. First, I want to say that it's important to be clear sharing the ideas. Speak just good words, caring words. Avoid lies. Think as your spouse. What he or she want to do. When you have a conflict you need to solve as a couple, don't share this with your friends or relatives. Read how they act, not just what they say. Listen carefully. What your spouse said is most important that people outside the couple. You need to consider this opinion first. It doesn't matter if it's wrong or right. You could decide this later as a couple. I also want to share some aspects of communication that damage a good relationship. First, speak without eye contact. Let pride come inside the relationship. Lies because you lose your confidence. And just suppose. So, I hope you like my presentation about the communication that I've learned, and I love the thing is what I've learned about my family, and this is all. Thank you.